The wiki says it doesn't matter. It just whoever's sword you replace will lose the duel. You cannot refuse to tamper. Damn it, I don't want to tamper. Boo! I'm not a fan of forcing me to do that. I just want to do what's right for the clan. Yeah. Disappointed that I had to cheat. Someone says here that if you play an orc character, you can actually do the fight yourself. That would be cool to come back and do this as an orc. Alright, well, I think that I will. I don't think that the boy is the right person. I don't think that Lorig is the right one to be the king. Chief, whatever. He's too soft in the heart. But I am, it's like I don't like having to cheat. Okay. Shit. Can I not jump in there? Oh, I about fell to my death. I still might fall to my death. Oh, I definitely fell to my death. Oh, it has to, okay. How the hell do I get in there? There's a collider right here. Do I have to do it from outside? Ushra's weapon rack. Now I'm replacing... Hide before the duelists arrive. Well, I hope I didn't screw that up. I really do hope she wins because...
Ashruka? You have to go. If Ulgesh sees you, he'll kill you.
Ulgesh is in Orsinium. He sold me his armor before I came to Shatul.
No. What have you done?
Shatul must survive. Don't hold back, Lorig.
Malakath favor the victor.
Goodbye, Uncle Lorig.
Damn! Duel to the death. I fell fucking again. Jesus Christ. We need better railing, kids.
you've returned. Who is the new chief of Shatul?
Yeah, they're not they're not in OSHA compliance.
I see. I convinced our clan that Ashruka's victory would test our faith in Malakath's favor. They'll accept her. For now. If she allows it, I shall advise her. She'll need all the help she can get.
Right. Well,
You alone emerged from the Bloody Knoll. Did you pray to Malakath for your victory?
I needed no prayers, only my strength.
Then go forth, my chief, and receive your clan. Shatul, I present your new chief.
Know this, my clan. A new era begins today. The era of the Orc. At King Kurog's side, we shall lead Tamriel to greatness! I know the cheers won't last. I'll need to guard against challengers from all sides, to be twice the chief my father was. But for now, this feels good.
all right. Do I have your
This
support?
feels- Of course you do. I don't know if I can attend the moot myself. I should stay here until the clan gets used to the idea of me as chief. But you can tell the king that Shatul supports him absolutely.
Well, if she doesn't show up personally, the king said he's gonna feel insulted. So. Probably this one next because it's reasonably close to here. Oh, when is the I need to check a date. Is it the 3rd or the 6th? Guild Wars Reforged. Where did I get the horse mount? Pretty sure when I bought the pack. Like the all-in-one pack on the PS5. Pretty sure that mount came with it. Tomorrow is Guild Wars Reforged. I don't know what time. But I need to reinstall Guild Wars today. Let me put that on my list of things to do. So I'll definitely want to check that out. Should be this one over here. Question is, how do I get in here? The other side, it looks like. Oh, there's a note. We're not getting sidetracked. We are here to do a quest. Which requires me to find an entrance into this place.
A useful find.
Indeed. Here we go. The Greystone Quarry. Clan Tumnash. Nope, I do not. I am only playing DLC and expansion. So I finished the main series quest, I did the Aldmiri Dominion quests, and now that I'm done with that, I am literally just going through in the order of release, and I am doing these. So, other than the Imperial City, I have no idea, no desire to do PvP shit. So right now we're doing Orsinium, then we're going to do Thieves Guild, then we're going to do Brotherhood, then we're going to do Morrowind, Clockwork City, and we're going to do these storylines. That's it. I have no plans to do any of that other stuff, so like there's a lot to do here. So this is, you know, and who knows if I will ever get through all of it, but I will be right now the Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays until February. Once February gets here, I have to start looking at new releases for next year, and so at some point this will be being played less than 3 days a week. I'm only playing it 3 days a week right now because we're in the end of the year and there's not a lot of brand new releases happening right now. So we're doing lots of things that I want to do. But once the new release cycle starts for next year, I get very, very busy. We have lots of sponsored games, keys that we play, all sorts of stuff. So I have to focus on new releases. So like this year I played probably close to 60 games this year. We'll be doing the same next year, and my progress through ESO will slow down considerably. But for the moment, we're working our way through just this stuff.
Another outsider here to perform tricks for the false king? Bah, go back to Kurog and leave a real clan chief in peace.
He requests your presence at the moot.
So, you're a lapdog and a messenger? I have no time for Kurog's games, outsider. As long as my quarry remains in danger, my place is with my clan.
But if I solve your problems, you'll agree to attend.
You think you can accomplish what me and my strongest warriors have been unable to do? Very well, outsider. Restore order in the Greystone Quarry and I will go and listen to Kurog's fancy words.
Okay. Aid the Tumnash clan. Man, he seems like a lazy-ass leader if he's just laying in bed while there are problems plaguing his village. That to me seems like a lazy sack of shit.
I need to find out what happened in the quarry. Where's that elf we... Hey, have you seen an elf anywhere around here? Talks a lot, kind of opinionated. Looks a little like you.
No, haven't seen anybody like that recently.
No, of course not. That would have been too easy. This is what I get for hiring a tuskless runt. He said he could improve efficiency in Greystone Quarry. What did we get for our trouble? First the fog, then the screams, then... nothing. Not a word, and it smells like elf mischief to me. My husband, Chief Ramash, went down into the quarry to look for the elf and find out what happened to our workers. He came back covered in blood, and I can tell you, Ramash doesn't bleed easily.
Okay.
I'd appreciate any help you can provide. After what happened to the chief, the rest of the clan refuses to go anywhere near the quarry. If you can get in there, find out what happened, and make sure the quarry workers are safe.
I could do that.
I'm Chief Ramash's forge wife. Tumnash is my clan, and Greystone is our quarry. These recent troubles, on top of the pressure to provide more stone for Orsinium, are beginning to take a toll on us. I tell you, it's enough to make Malakath weep.
Where's the chief now?
In the longhouse, tending to his wounds and raging about the troubles that have befallen us. By Malakath's crooked tusk, chiefs and their howling. He's useless when he's like this.
I agree. He does seem pretty useless. Granted, if he's wounded, maybe there's a little slack to be given, but I don't know. Seems pretty useless to me. Like, take an ibuprofen and suck it up, bitch. I'm gonna go grab some more coffee. I'll be right back. Alright. What did I get from the store? I got this awesome little saber-tooth cub who chases a little butterfly around. He's so cute. And then I got this lantern emote, which I think is just too cool. Alright, off to the core. Rose. Seaweed. Oh my god, that has simplified my life so much. So I turned on the auto loot thing in the options, and so now when I click on like a barrel or something, it just, if there's something, it just takes it. Instead of me having to click like 3 different times, it just takes it. Oh my god, I wish I would have known that like 60 hours ago. Holy shit. That is a massive quality of life.
Shadows in the fog.
Shadows in the fog. And it's also going to automatically take the ore when I mine it. Oh my god.
Fine, dummy.
God, that makes things so much easier. Why is that not on by default? Holy shit.
What are you doing down here? Don't you know that Greystone Quarry is a disaster area?
I need to find out what happened here.
What happened? The High Elf. That's what happened. Things were fine for a while. Rock flowed out of the quarry at a record pace. But then we broke into a cavity and the elf insisted on exploring it. That's when the fog began to roll out of the hole.
Tell me about the fog.
It was fog. Thick as stew it was. Chief Ramash and huntwife Bulgar decided to enter the quarry and find out what happened to the elf and the workers. We went with them. Worst decision I ever made.
Worst decision ever made. And the chief?
We entered the fog, but we weren't alone in there. There were shadows, things in the fog. We were attacked. I saw the chief run out, covered in blood. Bulgar's still down there.
So the chief ran.
For her daughter. Last we knew, she was with the elf. Find the huntwife and her daughter, and kill as many of those things as you can. But the elf, save the elf for me.
So not only is the king laid up in the tavern, whining like a little bitch. Not the king, sorry, the chief. Did I say king? I don't know what I said. Anyway. Uh-oh. Mechanicals. That means dwarves. Uh-oh. You mean the brokies? People with no bag space. Brokies! No, it makes total sense. But I was getting very tired of all the button presses, so I'm very happy. I thought auto loot was just going to be for corpses. I thought it would be like, okay, you killed a mob, now you can loot the corpse. Like, it's going to auto loot the corpses. But instead, what it's doing is so what it does is now instead of, 'cause I was thinking it would just auto loot when they die, but what it does is it just when you click, instead of having to manually select or to select loot all, it just takes all of it, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Makes it way easier. My life has been simplified. Man, I have the sniffles this morning. Okay, we got red crystals. I would also say that, you know, if you're not crafting, you don't need to be looting everything. But since I'm crafting all the time, this is definitely helpful. Oh, what is... There's like a... Spider on the table. Big spider on the table.
What we had to.
Dwarven Centurion. Not severe, but sometimes yes. I'm not a big fan of spiders. It also depends on the look of the spider. Like those little colorful jumping spiders I think are super cute and I have no problems with, but the big spiders the size of your hand, not a fan. But I'm not like paralyzed by them, and like when we get tarantulas in the house, I'm the one who has to take care of them because my wife won't. My wife literally, she's like not scared of normal spiders, but like when the tarantulas come in, she's like since she was a girl, she has like a she's not a fan of tarantulas. Like she's full on screaming like, yeah. The thing with tarantulas is they're extremely slow. They're not deadly. It'll hurt if they bite you, but they're extremely slow. They're not aggressive. Usually when they come in, they're like plodding along, looking for, like, they're like on their, like a turtle. They're like a turtle. Tarantulas are like a turtle. They're on their way to somewhere else. And see, now that I know what those are, like that doesn't bother me. But the one on the table, I didn't see it at first. And then when it was like, when I saw it, it was just like, oh, nasty. Whatever I missed was back here somewhere. Usually I just end up getting a shovel, and I scoop them up with a shovel and then chuck them into the woods, or I chuck them across the street into the
I thought you were
field.
one of those damn machines. You're just lucky I've got the reflexes of a snow bear, or your guts would be decorating the floor. Now, care to explain what you're doing down here?
Yeah, looking for you.
Is this another of my husband's half-hearted rescue attempts? Whatever. I guess I should be grateful. One of those metal spiders took a chunk out of my leg. Nothing too serious, but I can't fight worth a damn. So it's up to you to find my daughter. I don't, but I can hope, can I? Besides, I haven't seen her corpse, and she is her father's daughter. Then there's the elf. He knows what he's doing, and has more than a few tricks up his sleeve to deal with the machines.
I would have a hard time fighting human-sized spiders. Like if this was a science fiction or fantasy film, the idea of fighting giant spiders is mildly terrifying. That would take some training to get used to.
He's a clever bastard, I'll give him that. He knew there was a dwarven ruin down here, and used us to uncover it. We should have been more careful, but he had significantly increased our production. And you know Orsinium, they always want more stone.
Tell me about your daughter.
Shaban. She's a brave young woman. Took an immediate interest in the High Elf and his fancy ways.
Fancy
The
highfalutin
elf didn't
ways.
seem to mind. In fact, I think he liked having someone strong and beautiful at his side. You find one, and you'll find the other.
I'm gonna be sniffling all morning, guys. Sorry, not sorry. It's one of those mornings. Oh, all right. I'll find your daughter. Are we gonna go deeper into the ruins?
A fight, is it?
think I just woke my wife up because she came stumbling out of the darkness as I was like in the bathroom sneezing and blowing my nose. She's like, "Are you sick?" I said, "I hope not. Could be the start of something. You never know." Kids bring home all sorts of fun stuff from school. Oh, I take tons of stuff every day. My vitamin rounds are in about another 2 hours with breakfast. If it's the flu, zinc ain't gonna do shit, but I do have my flu shot. The big one will be if I haven't had my COVID shot this year, so I gotta wait, I think another week before I can have my next vaccination. 'Cause I got my flu shot about 3 weeks ago, so I should be in peak defense mode here now, but you never know. I am extremely susceptible to respiratory stuff, and I have been since I was a kid, which is why I get my flu shot every year. And I guarantee you I'm going to have problems with like pneumonia and stuff when I'm old. I guarantee you. If I make it to my 70s, that'll probably be what gets me is pneumonia. It's like I rolled an 18 on my intelligence, but my constitution is a 12. I didn't get one for the last 3 years. I didn't get a COVID update for the last 3 years. But our grandniece is with us. She's 3 years old, and those kids are creepy, crimey, slimy little scuzzbucket monsters who are full of germs. So I haven't gotten my flu shot. I got my flu shot last year because I had to go to the city to see some specialists for my leg. So I ended up getting a flu shot last year just because I had to go to the city and be in the hospital or be around a lot of people. But the previous few years, I didn't get any shots, didn't get any vaccinations because I work from home, so I just don't leave the house. And I go to the grocery store at like 7 o'clock in the morning when no one's there to just minimize my contact with nasty, disgusting, sick people. But this year I can't avoid it. Since my niece is with us, or grandniece is with us, I got to get all my shots this year. And we were talking about this the other day. I was talking to my sister-in-law and my brother. I haven't had a measles update since like I was 17, and I'm in my 40s, so I'm probably going to want to go get like a measles update. Just to be on the safe side. Right, exactly. No, zinc works wonders. I take plenty of zinc every single day. I have a multivitamin I take every single morning. I have zinc tablets, and then in the afternoons, when I know that there's a sickness going around, I have those. They're like vitamins. It's like a super whammy. It's vitamin C, zinc, and like a bunch of vitamin B's. It's in a little satchel. It's orange flavored. You add it to water. It's effervescent. You stir it up and you chug it. I have those for when I know there's something going around the school. I will take those. And knock on wood, I have not had any issues all year. But I am sneezing quite a bit this morning and have sniffles, so we will see how the day goes. But yeah, this year I'm gonna get my my last COVID shot was at the end of 2021. Yeah, because when we moved here, I haven't had a COVID shot in 4 years, and I didn't get my flu shot for 3 years. I got it last year because I had to go to the city, so I knew I was gonna have to be around a bunch of people, so I got my flu shot. And this year I got my flu shot about 3 weeks ago. I think it was 2.5 because today's like Tuesday. Friday will be 3 weeks. I got my flu shot 3 weeks ago. And the day I got my flu shot, they were like, "Do you want a flu? Do you want the double whammy? Do you want the flu and the COVID shot at the same time?" And I was like, "No, because I don't want to be like knocked out for 3 days." I was like, "Just give me the flu shot." And then they told me I needed to wait a month. So next week, after next week, I'm gonna go get my COVID shot. But I did not. It was already like, flu shot usually knocks me out for a day. This time it knocked me out for about 2 days. But I did not want to do two at the same time.
You're not one of those dwarven Dwemer things. But what are you doing down here? Did you come to help me escape from this damn quarry?
Uh-huh.
Our quarry, sure. But the dwarves carved out this quarry centuries ago. It looks like they started down here and were working their way up. But don't ask me what they used the stone for. I don't want to think about that.
Where's the high elf?
He told me to stay here while he went to investigate the central structure. It was brave of him to go on his own. I wanted to help him, but I know my limitations. I was trained to deal with animals, not walking forges.
All right. There's like chirping birds and all sorts of fun stuff down here. Excuse me. Yeah, if I stay away from people, I tend not to get sick too often. But anytime I have to go out, like that's just normal. That's normal. Like that's why every time you go to a conference you get con crud because you're around 1,500, 2,000, 10,000, however many people. There's gonna be gnarly shit that passes around from human to human, and that's called germs.
Amazing! You were actually able to navigate the Dwemer defenses? You must either be exceptionally strong or exceedingly lucky. Either way, I can make use of that.
So you're the high elf working with the orcs.
Ah, so you've met them. I really do feel awful about what happened. I offered my help because I suspected that the ruins of Mizandine were down here, but I never expected such powerful defenses. This place is remarkable.
Defenses? You mean the constructs?
Yes, but I was referring to the fog. It was a most curious thing. As soon as we unearthed the door to this place, a heavy fog set in and the Dwemer spiders swarmed us. I know how to handle dwarven constructs. The orcs, sadly, do not. These Dwemer systems are as sophisticated as they are ancient. I'm not
What's up,
sure
Ellie?
we can disable the
Good
constructs
morning,
now
good
that they're fully operational, but we may be able to control them. All we need to do is find the construct control center.
Alright, which is somewhere, looks like down over here to the left. No, down this way. stopping. Choo choo! Choo 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 choo. I'm about out of stamina. Oh, look at that! Pretty cool, man. All right.
Our paths cross again. Thank the Eight. It's amazing how often good research leads to remarkable discoveries. Since we parted, I have come to the conclusion that this is an automated quarry. Like the Orc Pit above, only much more sophisticated.
Okay. It's an impressive looking machine behind you.
Isn't it, though? That's what we in the business call a remarkably well-preserved orb of illumination. I believe this dwarven device may contain the key that allows us to bring Mizandine's defenses under our control.
How does an orb of illumination work?
Think of the device as a gigantic combination lock. These emitters shine light upward towards the various lenses attached to the rings. If you rotate the lenses to a specific orientation, the device should unlock.
How do you know what the correct orientation is?
Trial and error, like any other scientific endeavor. But be sure to keenly observe every rotation of the rings.
Great. Random rotation puzzle. My least favorite activity in any game that I play. Allie shows up and suddenly I'm having a craving for KFC. That's called word association. Or food craving association. That's a reset lever. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
This is one of the most complex Dwemer devices I've ever encountered.
Attack the resonators. How do I... What the fuck am I supposed to do here? Says attack the resonators. Doesn't seem to do anything. Huh. Oh, hang on. I wonder if it's these things right here. Yeah, kinetic resonator.
Silence at last.
So that's rotating the inner.
Show me your claws.
2 more twists. No, 1 more twist. Okay, there's that one. Oh, you fuckers. It's gonna
Mafala, keep your
rotate
shame.
the innies and the outies at the same time. Well, oh, of course. See? Ah! Well, hang on. It only did... That first one only does... Can I hit it from here? No. It only does the one, though. Right?
A fight, is it?
Oh, no, it does 2 as well. Fuck me. Alright, I gotta reset the whole thing. I am gonna go look this up, because I do not want to spend 45 minutes trying to figure out the right rotation. Thank God for a 10-year-old game that has Google. Puzzle, Orb of Illumination, Quarry Conundrum, Quarry Conundrum Puzzle ESO. Ali says I do eat KFC, but I don't know how often you eat KFC, but you have mentioned enough in chat that every time you say it, and I haven't had it in so long that it's like there's like a word association now when you pop up in chat, and I'm immediately like KFC, and it's funny because like Chris and I, when we go to the city, which we haven't done in a couple of years, but every time we go to the city, we end up going and getting KFC because it's like our go-to. Hey, we don't have this very often, but Chris does make a pretty good facsimile. She has a recipe that she found online for fried chicken, which is very close to the KFC. It's not exactly, but it's pretty close, and she makes that about once a month, and we both are big fans. So she makes a big thing of mashed potatoes, fried chicken, and coleslaw. Machine says, sweet, they closed the college for the snowstorm. No work for me. Nothing wrong with that. All right. Hit the middle switch 3 times, left switch 6 times, right switch once. So let's do this. Middle switch 3 times. 1.
It is over.
2. 3. Left switch 6 times. Also, Destiny 2 might be fun this week. If I get, maybe I'll get to that on Sunday. Thangdar says had a loaded wedge of dinner tonight. Nice.
Silence at last.
it said hit the right switch once. Man, I would not have wanted to. I have no desire to do puzzles like this. It's been 45 minutes of my time. I'm so glad there are guides like this out there. Yay!
Excellent. This should allow me to control the dwarven constructs.
Yeah, I took out a New York strip from the freezer about an hour ago, so I'm gonna have steak at some point today with French fries and a spinach salad. That air fryer was one of the best things. I will say that the flavor is different. Like the flavor profile of the fries in the air fryer is different than frying them in oil. I will say that they do taste better when they're fried in oil. But I love French fries enough, and I often make dips. So like I have a garlic dip that I make, which is Greek yogurt, garlic, paprika, some other spices, olive oil, and I like to use that as like a dipping sauce for my fries. So if I'm just eating like a burger and fries and I don't want the sauce, I prefer fried French fries. But like I've been eating fries like 3-4 times a week now, and it's so easy to just grab a handful of frozen fries, throw them in the air fryer, and 10 minutes later I've got delicious like dipping fries for dipping or whatever, or use it as a side for something. It's yeah, I'm very pleased with our purchase. We haven't done a lot with it yet outside of French fries. I did brie. I did some brie cheese with like blueberry glaze on top. That was like 10 minutes in the air fryer and it was ready to go. I wouldn't want to cook, like, I know people have talked about, like, Chris and I were like looking at it going, well, I guess we could do wings, like doing wings in the air fryer would be cool. But there are some things, like, I saw somebody on the internet, not even the internet, it was a celebrity. I can't remember where I saw it. It was like a clip somewhere. I think his name is Ryan Seacrest. I think he's an American. He used to be famous from American Idol. He like put a whole fucking chicken in an air fryer, and I'm like at that point, I'm like, bitch, just dude, get in, like, use your oven. Like, air fryers are for like quick things where you need like 10 minutes, and he's like, put it in here for 45 minutes, and I'm like, you that's what the oven is for, dude. Like, you don't need an air fryer to cook a whole chicken. Like, just use your oven and bake the chicken.
Fascinating. I never imagined the control mechanism would fit inside so small a space. It will take me some time to master this device. But with it, I'm sure I can suppress the outer defenses and return the quarry to a relatively safe state. Oh yes, it's perfectly safe to work the quarry again. And please give the orcs my deepest
But I
and
do
most
like it,
sincere apology regarding these
what's up, Dreadguard?
unfortunate circumstances.
I do like the air fryer though for like my big thing is I love French fries, so it's super easy for me. Yeah, I bought a nice Ninja air fryer, so it's got broil, bake, fry, max crisp. It's a pretty big sized one. I don't think I could do a full chicken, but I could definitely do like a small coney. But I really like it. Like, we've done the brie cheese. I do my French fries all the time. And the thing I like about it is it's like 10 minutes. Where if I go to fry French fries in oil, that's a 30 to 40 minute project. Because I got to heat the oil up. I got to cook the fries. I got to drain the fries. I got to, it's a 30, 40 minute process between the prep and the cleanup and everything else. To some degree, Transcend, like, it definitely does it faster than my traditional. Well, I guess I don't have a fan. My convection oven is not a fan forced oven. It's just I've got a Hamilton Beach like electric oven that we bought like 4 years ago. No, far longer than that. It's been like 8 years ago now. Speaking of 8 years old appliances, I think our washing machine is finally on the way out because Chris was doing laundry yesterday and it started making some horrible noises, and she's like, no, and I'm like, it's 8 years old. We bought that in the city before we moved and brought it with us, and then our electric oven we bought in the city, and bought it over as well. Yeah, so I mean, I've been a big fan of the air fryer for things like that, for little things and leftovers. But for me, the big thing was I really wanted it for French fries because I do love French fries, and it's like I like it for. I told Chris, I was like, I want to try like zucchini discs and stuff, and
I have something I want to try first. Something
I
that
don't know.
will
I've been
help
pretty happy
repay
with
the
the
odds for my
6 weeks or so that I've had it.
indiscretion. If I can make a few adjustments, I want to offer the constructs to the orcs. I'm sure they'll make excellent workers.
I have to run back to her.